Right, hey guys, it's Weston here. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Ministry of Sound audio in earphones. So let's not waste any more time and just jump straight into it. So in the box you do get an included clip, a set of small, medium and large tips, a very nicely designed carry case which is well made, looks nice and offers a great amount of protection and is just an overall nice addition to the earphones. You also get a manual warranty card and another card which actually allows you to register your product and receive free tickets to their nightclub in London. Then we got onto technical specifications, and to be honest, there isn't any, and I'll actually link their website so you can check this out for yourself, but pretty much all the important information about these earphones are missing. So let's just jump into the design next. And they're actually quite minimal, quite plain. So we'll start off up top, and we've actually got a very nice sort of matte grey finish, and on the back of the earphones you can see we've got a chrome finish and the Ministry of Sound's logo. We've also got another chrome accent as well, and the left and right indicator, which is very clearly indicated and very easy to read. Going down onto the cable next, and this is actually a 1.2 meter flat style cable. The cable is a little bit thin and the quality finish on it is not spectacular, but it's not terrible either. Then we go down onto the remote controller, which to be honest is terrible. It's really cheap feeling, it's really plasticky, and although it looks pretty nice, the build quality of it is truly awful. Then we get down onto the 3.5mm jack at the end, and this is a straight short connector which is gold plated. Unfortunately though, there's no strain relief on these earphones whatsoever, so I've got a feeling that these could potentially break within a few months use. You've also got a really cool feature as well which I forgot to mention, and that's actually magnetic tips. So essentially in the back of the housing you've got two magnets, and it actually clips the earphones together and is a pretty cool addition that I've never seen on other earphones. So next up we're going to get onto comfort, and the included tips are actually not too bad. They're not the best I've experienced and they are a little bit rougher than other silicone tips I've tried, but they're not terrible either. You can always get third party ones anyway if you want to. Also to note that they didn't stay in my ears properly, and even though they're not the heaviest of earphones coming in at 300 gram, I just found that they didn't stay in my ears properly, so when I was walking around they'd slip out a little bit and I just couldn't find the right size tape, and for whatever reason they just weren't that comfortable at all. Like I said, luckily they're not heavy though, so they don't really tug on your ears, they just wouldn't stay in properly, so all in all for comfort I'm not entirely impressed. Then we get onto noise isolation and leak, and they actually scored pretty well here. As always I test these on public transport to see how much noise they block out and how much they leak, and they actually score pretty reasonably. They do block out a generous amount of background noise. They do a pretty respectable job. Same again with leak, they don't actually leak too much unless you're really pushing these beyond sort of 70-80%. Then you're going to notice a little sound bleeding. Then we do get onto the actual sound quality next, and I was actually expecting something pretty terrible from these. Knowing Ministry of Sound and what they're sort of focused on, just primarily electronic music, I thought these were just going to be really bass heavy and really sort of muggy sounding, but actually they're not bad. So the bass is actually strong as expected. It's got plenty of punch and it's plenty deep. It's not the most clear bass I've ever heard, and it is a little bit, like I said, muggy, sort of muddy sounding. Then we get onto the mid-range, and these again were actually a little bit more clear than what I thought they were going to be. Separation isn't fantastic and they're a little bit closed in and narrow sounding. Detail is again something a little bit lacking, but not terrible either. So then we get on to the vocal, and these are actually quite prominent sounding, they're fairly strong, they're actually surprisingly natural sounding as well. Then we get on to the high frequencies, and these are a little bit quiet and hard to distinguish. They are also a little tiny bit brittle and a little bit bright as well. But like I said, overall they're actually not what I expected. They do sound better for electronic styles of music, I will say, and they didn't perform as well with other types of genres like rock and jazz and all those types of genres. They didn't really sound good with those, but if you listen to primarily electronic music then they're pretty good. So guys, let's wrap up this review. Should you actually pick up some of these earphones? Well, for £25 in the UK, I would say, I mean, accessory wise and the other additions, you are getting goodish value. But for the actual earphones themselves, I think they're too poorly made. The comfort is okay. The sound quality again is just pretty average. and to be honest, there are much better sounding and built earphones at this price. Right guys, so that is pretty much it for this review. If you've got any questions about this product or anything else, drop me a comment down below and I will answer them for you. If you want to subscribe, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more reviews like this and more videos coming in the future. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all on the very next video.